Yes. Just like one of you. So, cross your fingers for me. Oh, and parents, if you have small children with you, you might want to lift them up so they can see better. All right, without further delay, let's change everything. Ta-da!
Well, alright, we lost our audio. Hey, this is Tribulation 5/15/2011. My friends, we have reached day 885. Behind me, I got the TV on because I'm going to leave this angle here because today is October 16th, excuse me, 2013. And as we speak, the headlines on all the websites are that the Congress, the Senate, has cut a deal to solve everything. And I tell you what, that scene we were just looking at was a scene from the movie The Incredible Mr. Wonderstone, but that was Jim Carrey. And that's kind of what I think, to me, is going on, is that the whole country, the whole world, we're waiting for them to take this vote, which is going to occur at lunchtime. The Senate has to pass this, and then the House has to pass it, and of course, the President has to sign it, and then the debt ceiling is going to be raised, the government's going to be funded, and everything's going to be okay. But I kind of expect, John Boehner, Harry Reid, and Obama to come on out and, whenever the bill passes and gets signed, and kind of go, ta-da! And I tell you what, I think this is kind of what it would sound like. I made a little file here, so just listen. This is what it's going to sound like when they come out to announce that everything's solved. Ta-da! 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 Yeah, that'll be President Obama, John Boehner, and of course the high voice was Harry Reid. But, it's all about deadlines, my friends. We've had red lines, the president was drawing red lines, the world was drawing red lines. We do it, as our moral high bar gets either raised or lowered, and for the most part, it's being lowered nowadays. The world seems to be continuing its spiral downwards into chaos. And, of course, what's at play here is what's actually even real, because if something isn't affecting you, then it's almost as if it isn't real, like you're just watching a movie. Like when we watch these guys come out, it feels like a movie. Ta-da! But, red lines are drawn, and then we almost go to war and shoot a bunch of missiles at people. And then we have the deadlines, that, they want us to believe in. What I will tell you is I don't quite believe in it because, despite Obama saying that catastrophe would happen, and then the head of the IMF, the French gal, came out and said it, and then I think, there's been many people that have said, even the Republicans say it, because it's how they motivate us to go vote for things we don't want to vote for. But if you look at the stock market, it was swinging kind of back and forth, but all of a sudden it seems to be not swinging at all, and today it's actually up. Maybe that's because they're working out a deal, but also, the stock market, could it be an indicator of reality? maybe yes, maybe no. But I know the president and a lot of people, those that were saying, hey, if we don't pass this thing, there's going to be doom. They wanted the stock market to be going down over the last couple of days, not up, you know. But I do believe, you know, what's in play in 2013 and what's in play right now, going into 2014, is going to be more red lines and deadlines. And as they come and go, you know, like Jim Carrey said, get ready for everything to change. You know, because that's what people keep telling us is going to happen if we don't approve and vote for the things we don't want, you know. And that's just like Obamacare now. As it unfolds, it's just this leviathon monster of disaster, the non-functioning website, the fines. You know, it's changing America as we know it, for sure, you know. I watched the movie The Pacific Rim last night, and that had all these huge monsters coming out of a breach in a dimensional wall in the Pacific Ocean, you know. But there are leviathons rising, and you know what? It's in the news here in San Jose, or in San Francisco. They found a serpent-like oarfish. You know, it was over 5 meters long, and they had a picture on it of it running on all the news channels. You know, a sea serpent coming up out of the ocean. You know, surprise, surprise, you know. So there are many things at play, my friends. The news on Comet Asin keeps getting more interesting and more interesting by the minute. I'm going to try and do an in-depth look at Comet Asin and all the incredible information I've found out. But I will dedicate the video kind of specifically to Comet Asin versus getting this video, making it longer, you know, because what we're really looking at is the deadline. There's Harry Reid. Ta-da! Lawmakers announced deal, you know, to increase the debt, you know. Who knows what's going on. You know, the weather, of course, has been crazy. Japan, another typhoon just went over Fukushima. Who knows what damage, you know. Suspicious observer was saying not that much damage, but, you know, the last I heard over at Fukushima, they were trying to fix the problem at Reactor 4 where all the spent fuel rods were melting down, and I don't know how a typhoon helps any of that, you know, so I would think the news would be worse, you know. The markets appear to be up. Take one more look. Yeah, it's up like 200 points. So, you know what? Maybe that's just reflecting that they're happy, that there's some kind of a deal. But of course, it still all comes down to a vote, my friends. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to go on the record. I hope it gets voted down. I'm not for this deal. Like, I don't know. It's all smoke and mirrors, you know. What's real? Ta-da! Drilling a hole in your head? That's what it feels like, what this bill feels like. It feels like we're drilling a hole in our head. Ta-da! All right, we shall see, my friends. All right, hey, God bless y'all. The tribulation continues.